everyone, it's Rishi and I'm really excited to share with you the launch of the LDI content for Microsoft Fabric, the simplified, unified data analytics platform for Microsoft. It was announced by Satya Nadella on 23rd of May 2023 and it's a real game changer for how businesses do end-to-end data analysis and visualization. I've been using it myself through most of 2022 and the start of 2023, and coming from a Power BI background myself, there's a lot to learn. And that's just a reflection of the data and AI industry today. It moves at such a pace that we feel that we have to run at 100 miles per hour just to keep up. But apart from data analytics, one of my core passions is EdTech and e-learning. Specifically, how can I create and communicate complex ideas and concepts in a way that's more engaging and interactive than just watching someone present a tool on a video or reading lengthy blog articles or books, for example. So I'll show some of the initial material for LDI that I'm putting together, and as always, I'm open to feedback. Let me know how I can make it work better for you. So let's do this in a Q&A format. We've got 6 questions to answer, so let's get stuck in. First question, what is Microsoft Fabric? Well, it's bringing Power BI and Azure Data Platform together into a single software as a service environment that can be used by both low-code, self-service users who are just using Power BI today, as well as pro developers who use more traditional Azure-based tools today. Question 2, why is it revolutionary? Well, with Microsoft Fabric, there are no more data silos and movement. Everything is stored and run on a serverless technology behind the scenes. And data is stored in a Delta Lakehouse, Parquet files with a delta.log file that captures transactions. All 7 of the product experiences in Fabric, data factory, data engineering, data warehousing, data science, real-time analytics, Power BI, and data activator all sit directly on top of this one lakehouse. Question 3, why now? Well, now is the time of AI. Not only is Fabric bringing together all of the Copilot experiences, having your data well modeled in a centralized cloud lakehouse is a key enabler for any AI that your organization wants to do. Question 4, what is the Microsoft syllabus? Well, let's head over to the website. You can see here the topics in the LDI syllabus that I've curated for Microsoft Fabric. There are 4 sections of the syllabus. Firstly, Microsoft Fabric key concepts. Second, working with a lakehouse and data warehouse. Third, data science and real-time analytics. And fourth, building a semantic model and visualizing data. Let's expand out these key concepts. This includes an overview of all of the Fabric product experiences and items, information on the compute engines, OneLake, Fabric workspaces and domains, and licensing and admin. The second topic, working with the lakehouse and data warehouse. This covers how Delta Lakehouses work, how you land data into a lakehouse, and using Spark notebooks to query and transform your data. We also look at other ways to get and transform data into a lakehouse, data flows Gen 2, and data factory. Lastly, we look at the data warehouse item. This uses the lakehouses, the Delta files as the underlying storage, but you can query and write data to those tables using traditional SQL, including stored procedures and views. The third topic, data science and real-time analytics. This covers training models and running experiments using notebooks and MLflow, as well as using Custo Query Language, KQL, which is an incredibly performant way of querying and analyzing fast-moving and large data volumes. When Data Activator is released, that too will be part of this module. Lastly, we've got the fourth topic, building a semantic model and visualizing data. This is just Power BI that you're used to already, but with some new features within the Fabric environment, such as Direct Lake, where Power BI can directly query the lakehouse whilst getting input mode level performance. And also full web modeling capability and Get integration, all of this stuff with Power BI. Power BI and in fact all of the product experiences will continue to evolve over time as their own products, but they fit together in a way that applications like Word and Excel fit together as part of Microsoft Office, all part of one suite. It's important to note that this isn't an official Microsoft syllabus, and as at the time of recording this video, there's no certification from Microsoft on it yet. I think that will be coming maybe early 2024, possibly even mid 2024. But there are some excellent learning paths and material that Microsoft have put out there. Shout out to particular in Shannon Lindsay, who's done a great job in putting this all there. And those are the basis of all of the quiz material and all of the quiz question feedbacks that I use. So all of them contain links back to these Microsoft Docs and Learn. Right, next question. What is the best way to learn Microsoft Fabric? Obviously, you need to work out what works best for you. But I think for most people, having a mix of learning content styles, so short videos, articles, quizzes, and hands-on exercises works well. I'm a huge fan of gamified learning, and I think one of the best ways to learn is to identify and fill knowledge gaps. That's what these quizzes in LDI allow you to do. There's a mix of question types here, multiple choice, multiple response, matching. Here, the first question is asking us to match the description of what we want to do with the product experience in Fabric that is most appropriate for that activity. Of course, there are multiple ways to do things in Fabric, aimed at different personas and skill sets, but these activities are fairly clear-cut. Okay, great, I got that right. It's shown me the correct responses, and I can see here there's a link to some Microsoft documentation to learn more. I can click on that, and it opens up here the relevant article and the relevant section of that article where appropriate. So I can read up more on this topic. Back to the question, there's a link for me to raise a support ticket here if I think the question is ambiguous or wrong, or if I just want to feedback generally. Each quiz is a random selection of either 5 or 10 questions from the available question bank. Once there's a full question bank across all of these topics, I will make available a full set of questions from balanced across each topic and timed, so a full weighted set of questions as a single quiz, similar to how the Microsoft exams work. Once you've completed a quiz, you can go back and review your answers and your scores around the subject areas covered in that topic. And your results, along with individual question responses and their right and wrong answers, will be emailed to you as well. If we go back to the main content page, we also have an ebook available here for each topic. If I open up this one for key concepts, I can see some Q&A and some embedded videos. I can click on here and play them. I've also got some example exercises for practicing the clicks, where I'm guided through the steps within a Fabric environment in order to achieve a specific task. Here it says we need to create a lakehouse and upload some files from my machine to it, and I'll just follow these instructions. All the Fabric content from other MVPs and people in the community are linked to here under resources. You can use LDI as a launchpad to explore a whole load of what's there on the internet. Last question, question 6. How do I access this content? So to get to this content, you just visit www.microsoftfabrictraining.com. That takes you to the syllabus page, which may be where you're seeing this video, and there's a button here for LDI content. Clicking on that will ask you to log in if you haven't already. Whether you're here for the first time or you're a repeat visitor, it's the exact same process. You just choose Microsoft, Google or LinkedIn as your sign-in method, and then you'll be taken to the LDI content page we were looking at earlier. So hopefully this variety of learning styles helps you get to grips with it all. There's a huge amount of breadth of material and content on the Fabric environment, and hopefully this lets you get stuck in. I hope you enjoy learning this even half as much as I've enjoyed putting it together. And if you have any questions or feedback, please email me on rishi@learndatainsights.com or reach out to me on LinkedIn or Twitter. Thank you very much.